CTV News Channel, thanks for joining us. The Israeli military has called up 60,000 reservists as it begins the first phase of its highly contested plan to seize control of Gaza City. Thousands of people in Gaza City and the surrounding areas have fled as Israeli forces escalate their shelling in the besieged enclave. This is all taking place as mediators try to bridge gaps in a Hamas ceasefire proposal. That proposal calls for an immediate 60-day ceasefire. Hamas says it will release 10 living hostages in return for 200 Palestinian prisoners being held in Israel. Let's bring in John Allen, former Canadian ambassador to Israel and senior fellow at the Bill Graham Center for Contemporary International History. Thank you very much for being here with us, John. What is Israel hoping to accomplish with this initial stage of the offensive?
Their stated initiative is to destroy Hamas once and for all. Their belief is that the remaining Hamas militants, now an insurgency, not an army anymore, are based largely in and around Gaza City. And they also claim that they're going to free the hostages. Of course, Israel has said any number of times that they were just about to eliminate Hamas and that they were about to free the hostages, and that hasn't happened. As a result, we've seen a lot of protests in Israel by the hostage families who are very concerned about these plans and this initiative.
That is right. What could this mean for the hostages?
Well, 130 or so hostages have been released through negotiations in the past. Only 8 were released by the military confronting Hamas, and a number of the hostages that have been released have talked about their fear that when Israel military was around and bombing and attacking, that they were afraid of being hurt. So I think the hostage families are very concerned that rather than a negotiation, this is going to be a military action that could indeed, harm the hostages as well as Palestinian civilians, as well as Hamas.
Now, John, Israel is asking reservists to be ready for September when the main offensive is expected. What will the impact be on civilians and those who will be displaced, and where can they go?
Well, the understanding of the military is that they are going to essentially force the somewhere between 700,000 and 1.1 million people that are in and around Gaza City to the south. The problem, of course, is that there is a humanitarian crisis already in the south, and trying to force that many people there would, of course, magnify that many, many times. And there's very little place for them to go there. We don't have the tents. We don't have the habitation that is going to allow these people to continue to live. So you've got a mounting humanitarian crisis, people potentially killed in the course of the attacks if they don't want to leave or if they refuse to leave, and a major problem going forward.
John, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much for your time today. It's much appreciated.
My pleasure. Thank you.